My parents don't like my fiancé, and honestly, I don't think they ever will. They have made it obvious throughout our whole relationship that they are not big fans of him. We have had this conversation multiple times, but today I have had it. We have been together for 3.5 years, and we got engaged this November. My parents are traditional in some ways. When my boyfriend and I first started dating, I tried to look for someone I really thought they would like, because that mattered to me. They wanted me to be with someone who was educated, had a good job, from a nice family, and shared the same religion/culture. I valued that because I also wanted the same for most of those. He checked all my boxes and some. I admire how strong of a work ethic he has, and how when he has goals for himself he works towards them 100% to make it happen. But on the other hand, he is so gentle with me and loving. He supports my dreams. He makes sure he does whatever it takes so that I am happy. We work so well together. We have the same sense of humor. In general, we are truly best friends. I thought my parents would love him because of all of this too. But I was wrong. They quickly found things they disliked about him. We live an hour away from each other. He lives in the city, so we hang out there often because there is more to do. They hated that I drove to his house. They thought it was very disrespectful to me that he would want me to drive there, and instead he should pick me up and drive me back to his house and then bring me back home that same night. We don't do sleepovers. I told them that was unrealistic as we would lose time on driving. If we lived closer, he would pick me up. He works till 6 p.m. most days, so I come to his place right around then so we can have more time to hang out. If he had to pick me up, we wouldn't get to his place until 8 to 9 p.m. But they didn't care about the logistics. Only that, he's not a gentleman. He takes us on date nights with dinner and an activity weekly and buys me flowers multiple times a month. He opens the car door for me always. He cooks for us. He is kind with his words when I am feeling down. To me, he is a gentleman. He has a 9-to-5 job that is well paid. He also is a landlord and likes to flip properties on the side. He has a couple 6-unit buildings and a few single units in the building he lives in. He has goals of retiring early, and he doesn't believe a 9-to-5 will get him there. He does have loans he had to take out for some of these, but a few of them are almost paid off, and others will be paid off in years to come. Snowball effect. Sometimes these properties need repairs done. They are not all brand new. Furnace problems, pipe leak, etc. He pays for these repairs from the extra money he gets from rent. He is doing well with this, I have to say. My parents hate this. They say I will never be able to live a normal life with him being up to his neck in loans. They say he will bankrupt us, and we will never be able to afford nice things or vacations or raising children because he is wasting money on buying properties. No matter how many times I explain how they will be paid off, or anything else, they don't care. This one, I guess I can understand where they might be coming from. I get landlords are not well liked often. I won't get into that today. I also get why my parents might be apprehensive about this. I was on the edge at first too before he went through it all with me. Investing is not for everyone. It is risky, but that's why you have accountants and other professionals to help you make smart moves. We have go through our finances, made a budget, and we will be able to live a comfortable life and still enjoy the things we love to do. Now today, this is where I was truly annoyed. My mom said she can't stand the sight of him, and every time she sees him she gets on edge because of how much she thinks he is wrong for me. She said she hates the way he treats me. I was so confused. He has never treated me badly. Truly, I have never even seen him mad or upset. He has never raised his voice at me. I was confused. She said he makes too many jokes and messes with me too much. I want to reiterate, we have the same sense of humor. We like to joke with each other and mess around. This is how I show my love, and he is the same. We have plenty of normal adult conversations, but we do have fun and joke with each other. My mom said this is unacceptable and he must act like an adult and be obsessed with me. She said it's an embarrassment, and if anyone heard it they would feel bad for me. This is just so dramatic. I understand being blind to things because you are in love, but this is just not the case. If anything, I am worse than him. I make more jokes than he does. He has never said anything actually mean to me. I have never been hurt by anything he has said. To me, it is the reason I love our relationship and love him. It is my favorite part of our relationship, to be honest. She doesn't care about what I like, only that she doesn't. To make things even more confusing, my parents' relationship is literally this was as well. Our whole family is like this. We all joke with each other. I have to add that she in general is upset that I am getting married. She is scared to lose me and says she will not make it when I leave. Instead of being happy for me, she is acting like I'm dying. I will only be an hour away. I am still going to visit every week if I can. I would look at their points all objectively if I didn't realize a few years ago that they are kind of helicopter parents. Not fully, but aspects. This is something that I slowly started realizing when I started college. I realized that I found it very difficult to make my own decisions without feeling like I need to consult them first. I needed approval for everything. I had a huge fear of disappointing them. I still do to an extent, but I am working on it and learning to be my own person as I am an adult. Whenever I try to make my own decisions and it doesn't necessarily turn out the best, they use it against me and say that's why I should have consulted them. Mistakes are how you learn. That's life. I can't ask them for their opinion before every single decision I make for the rest of my life. That's not healthy. Some other things I have started realizing too, but I'll leave it there. I will say that I know they probably don't realize they are like this. They think they are just being protective parents with my best interest, but it has negatively impacted me in many ways. How do I handle this situation? It is making me lose the excitement of being engaged and planning a wedding. I want them to be happy for me, and they're just not. They fake it most of the time, and I will think maybe they have finally started to like him, and then days like today happen, and I realize absolutely no progress has been made. In fact, I think it is maybe even worse after today. I truly don't understand what they want from him. He has gone out of his way our whole relationship to bond with them. He brings my mom treats and flowers. He hangs out with my dad, even making plans with just them two to bond more. I feel bad that I know it's all fake on their end. They would never say any of this to his face. What do I do? Am I overreacting? Am I blind in love and don't notice these things? Or are they just being dramatic? I don't know how to handle this situation.